Hello everybody, my name is Olga Peregood. I'm watercolor ambassador, and today you're watching me live from my studio in Ontario, Canada. And I'm gonna these days I prepare for my course season 2, my course will, where January, December, November, October, and so on and so far. So right now I'm working on season 2, which will start it on in this spring, and I'm happy to share with you little hints and sneak peek what happens in my studio, and maybe share some good stuff and enjoyment while painting, because mostly I paint from my heart, from my imagination. I paint for myself, and I love to share this joy while painting, and I see reflects. And if you can see, do you see this glitter or shimmer? Yeah, I used a little bit of it. I wanted like sunshine fall down and experiment. I was playing with the shimmers. I'm working also on my upcoming artist kit, and I have all of those wonderful pigments to choose from, to play with, to mix them together, and yeah, a lot of work. And here you can see already I'm not only combining my palette for the artist kit, but I intense painting and implementing and check out, am I like this pigment or not, how it looks like, does it reflects with me, or no, I'm not so huge fan with this color. So here I already apply some pigments, some shimmer, glitter on my paintings also. I can't share with you and say you more because I keep it in secret. My artist kit gonna be launched, fingers crossed, this spring. I'm super excited about this. They're gonna be all the materials I'm using and my favorites. One piece of cake and the rest. Bingo. Exactly. And the rest, what is on, and the rest. Yeah. Piece of cake. What's that happens here? Because on this stage, you know me, I can turn into something different. And I'm excited about what pop in your imagination. When people watch my paintings loose, and some areas I kept unfinished, for viewers to fill those gaps with their imagination. And I see people reaction watching my paintings during art shows and events, and I see like people fascinating, and they start talking conversation, and the one paintings, and everyone find their own something. They feel with their imagination their own story. So this is like playing a game. And when I'm asking you what do you see here on a painting, I'm super excited about your interpretations, because it's super fun. Because my interpretation and your interpretation could be absolutely different. No, not absolutely. We know this is piece of cake, but anyway. Yeah, it shows we are different, and it shows also how you can even paint in the same piece of cake, the same subject. You will choose different colors, you will turn it into your own way, and this is why I'm excited to teaching also, because of that. because even if you follow my tutorial, you choose different pigments. This is your hand, your brush strokes, your mood, your interpretations on little details. And you know, it's even hard to say you followed someone tutorial when I see finished pieces. And this is why I love this style of painting, this freedom, where so many open for yours. And I even don't need a photograph to rely on, or for reference, or on my painting, because when you paint loose, you let the medium to play a game with you, and you give a room for the medium to play its own game, to dry on its own way. There are beautiful watermarks appears, absolutely spontaneous wash and flow, and how pigments interact and combining together. We can't control this, and I love this. I love this freedom while painting. You know, I feel like I'm a cook, and I change in recipe after my cake is done. It's impossible, I know. We should think about recipe before, but it's strange feeling, like I can turn it into chocolate, or I can put raisins inside. It's fun, you know. You can't do it in life, but here with watercolor, absolutely everything is possible, and you can change it. You can you know, do everything with your painting. This is your piece, and you decide what to put on into the recipe, even if it's already finished piece of cake. I want a huge section in my course, Wheel Season 2, with baking. Yeah, I love food, and I have tutorials in my courses about cup, and I hold my first workshop also about cup of chocolate and mittens, and it was a lot of fun. So why not to, you know, here I can turn this into something like coconut on top, or crumbles. Yeah, it's fun, you know. It's super duper funny thing. And you know, with right now, it's the situation changed. I started to see more action on this painting. For sure, I reserved this line, and I painted outside this line, so I care about this. As I'm not using masking fluid, so whites on this painting is just white paper, simple. Okay, maybe let's leave it for future ideas. And I have another one. If you received my notification, you might see this guy. How to attract, do you know, guys, how to attract bluebirds in your garden? Start to learning to paint in this way, or you come from different media. For sure, you paint everything you see. It's absolutely natural thing to explore, to study your subject. But when you move to, when you feel freedom inside, you want to come out, when you want to paint with freedom and not worry about too much details, or you're tired about this perfectionism, or simply you want to paint seems so effortless paintings, you paint for joy. I continuously repeating that, listen your own. For sure you have some photographs, subject, you explored it, but while painting in a loose style of painting free, on some point you stop, you forgot about your reference, even you even you forgot about what you wanted to paint at the beginning when you started. You know, when we start, we keep some idea in our mind, we imagine how paintings looks like. When it finished, it helps, but in process, when everything happens in front of you and every second something changes, for sure you're continuously altering, changing something. And mostly I stop when I see something beautiful appears. For example, if my brush mark appears too interesting, I don't keep developing it, rely on my photograph, because I love how it appears, very spontaneous. I stop because I like it. I even came back to this painting tomorrow to think how to continue to develop it. For sure, it's so simple. Right now, took the subject, the reference, took a painting, and create a copy. Absolutely copy from the reference. We know how to do that. But it's not interesting. I like to play a game with the medium. I achieved interesting watermark. Look, do you see those feathers? Interesting textures, patterns, like this is a feathers. So I don't go in to cover it on top. Or if I do want to say I have this is a wing here, for example, wing, I will be accurate to save this interesting watermark, because I didn't paint this. I didn't. This is watercolor does. So what I wanted to say, if you see something not you painted this, and this is amazing, think about how to play around, maybe change posture a little bit, a wing, but keep it and save it. Think about it. And right now, from this moment when you do that, this is 100% unique piece. This is your painting. You don't follow any reference. This is your idea, your own, from your imagination. No one artist can paint like you can, like you do, and like your brush marks appears. This is the way to the absolutely unique paintings. And for me, this is a lot of fun. And this is it, why I love to paint in this way, why I'm so passionate to share, to show, to teach, because of this. So here this is a wing coming. I think I need legs. What you think? Let me know in the chat. Maybe add some I see a funny reflection from my window and the rainbows. I feel like something missed. And even here, maybe more bolder. You know, if I camouflage this with the green, for example, what if I do kind of like this, like leaves started, kind of something. What you think? So this is here you play, experiment. This is like gift card size of it. You can crop it in the future, and you can keep those ideas to another painting, and paint something on large piece, this idea. So yeah, this is how it works, and exercising also. I feel like I see the feet on the branch now as it is. Tristy? Ah, you already see, like it's already there. Maybe this branch, it could be a leg, right? Feet. And Monica, carry maybe a hint of what he's standing on. Yeah, because right now it's something missed. Maybe camouflage. my interpretation. Dolores like it as it is. You want to know my interpretation? My interpretation is a little bit different, challenging. Christy, a little higher, maybe here. I think about to camouflage this bird and surround it with flowers, like this is a blooming tree, kind of. I let to dance my brush and maybe go upper with the leaves or leave it, maybe change pigment. Yeah, exactly how I love to paint leaves. If you watched my free tutorial on my website, if you go check out my website, there is a free tutorial to watch how I paint greenery. And this is exactly how I did. I just put color on top into this wet wash, this quinacridone on top of this green gold. And look, something started to change. Maybe like, oops. Oh. So yeah, when something by accident happens, you feel like, oh my god, what should I do? But look at this in a different way, like listen your imagination. Maybe you start to see, or if you don't like it, you can wash it away. It could be a breeze, morning, fresh air. Christy, I don't understand the question. Julie, flowers. Yeah, I see. This is an old wash, and there were lilies. Those ones. It's supposed to be lilies. But I use this wash for today's, for this subject. And I automatically start to see some flowers. Yeah, kind of feet on this place. And I make a brush stroke and make step back. Yeah? Yeah. Like this. It's beautiful. It's beautiful like this, like that, and like that. Yeah, thank you, Christy. Wonderful tip. Thank you for reminding. I think today's session is empowered with your tip. Yeah, you can do that. Use this tip from Christy. Use those frames, mats in a process to see, because we want, while painting freedom, I want to seem so effortless result, and in order to do so, all of those tips helps, because it's so easy to ending up overworked. It's so easy just to have a trance, a mood, fall into this excitement, this joy, and ending up overworked. We don't want that, right? Your dirty also pigment. I have a plate with pigments, and I bring it on my brush like this. And for example, I show how I paint spring flowers, and I don't have them. For example, Muscari, we have a lot of snow, but I remember green grass, very simple line. This is a green grass. Maybe wet my brush, and do you see a drop? Yeah, and paint another one with more water like this. Once I connect them, this is beautiful color combination, and we see something appears in the middle, very beautiful. This is just nothing, but already you get lifted by what happens just with 2 brush strokes. Yeah, we already have fun. It's fun because it is. A few more spontaneous brush marks. When you think about the grass, your hand moving, let your hand move in like this is a grass on this piece of paper. Maybe put turquoise like this. Yeah. Let's use colors from piece of cake on top like this. More green like that. And flowers. Let's start to paint flowers already, and not with just one blue. I can use, for example, darker blue. No, this is not darker. Turquoise. Yeah, enjoy how they're mixing. Yeah, for sure. I know my drying time for this, and water like that. I don't know how you, but even on this moment right now, I already feel something fresh air, spring in the air, and something ready to grow and bloom up. And I wanted to show you that even in January you can do that. I place a tissue, and what I'm going to do, remember about Muscari, they have cascade of buds, and while it's still wet, I can place those buds on top of this wet wash in order in which Muscari grow. Look, I use this white area for Muscari. So let's total what we did today, what I painted. I showed you very first layer of future Muscari, showed you in a way that you come to me, we have a cup of tea, have wonderful conversation, and I just let me show you how I do that, because it's not easy to see, to understand how I paint, because you see those spontaneous brush marks, this flow of pigments. You know, I don't use a pencil, and how to do that. So this is the way how to start from, how to loosening up, how to move to the loose style of painting. Seems so effortless paintings. I hope with this little hint I showed you how to do that. I have this baking piece of cake with creamy stream, and I will keep developing. Maybe tomorrow will be final stage how I do that. And bluebird, I'm glad you enjoyed it, and thank you for your wonderful comments. I enjoy to paint it together with you also. Yeah, I'm super tuned on to continue my painting afternoons and paint together with you. Because of that, I love to see your wonderful comments and joy and excitement which pop in during the process, and it feels like it's multiplied. Look, I don't know, maybe tomorrow I don't add anything into this. Look, it's something very spontaneous and loosening. I like the feeling of it. And yeah, there are a lot of discoveries popping every single minute while painting, and I love your ideas. Thank you everybody, you left me comment. Let me know in comments below what painting is your favorite, piece of cake, bluebird or muscari. So yeah, this is pretty much it. I hope you enjoyed. I enjoyed a lot. I have so much fun today. The next session, I forgot to check my calendar. I will let you know when will be my next painting afternoon together. Okay, so keep updated. There will be links below how to do that, and see you next time, maybe in February. Yes, somewhere in February, in the beginning or in the middle, I will let you know. Yeah, this is it. See you. Thank you. Bye bye.